And was a bintu bingi. That's why I avoid going to her regularly.
Okay.
Obulwadde obumututte Buganda rioters baamukuba okugulu ne bakumenya atambulira ku miggo.
Okay.
Kati mukadde naye yali amanyi ebya haiki akera nadduka motoka nemutomera teribaleetire ne bayitawo newaffe nga baseka nga balowooza afudde mutwala mu ddwaliro tumujjanjaba n'awona naye motoka naginoonya mbatte ne babula ndowooza bagikyusa kkala. Nze sigenda ku poliisi.
Oba yafuluma eggwanga.
I have no time for the police.
Togenda mu mateeka. Don't you believe in the law?
I don't believe in the law.
Omusajja omuyivu.
I have two lawyers, but I have never taken anybody to court.
Naye tosomeseza balawyer.
You can only drag me to court.
What osomesa balawyer?
The moment I go to court, then it means my defensive mechanism has failed.
I
know where I refer my matters. Ne mama wange is in pain.
Okay.
Akugamba singa tewagenda wa mukama oyo
sandibonyebonye wakituvaayo
kubanga bankuba nti mpagira Museveni oyo yazaala omwana wagira Museveni. The president saved my mother.
Okay.
Buganda riots, the president was chairing a security meeting, and to show how important it was, I found Haji Moses Chigongo seated. He had not been allowed into the meeting.
Yes.
Tell you how important it was. At the reception, at the desk, one of the secretaries of the president was Kankunda. If I found Nakalima there, if I found Nalweso there, my mother would be dead. They had their squabbles in the State House. Bainamu entalo zao. Nze sibeera mu ntalo. I only fight my battles. Kankunda, Mirundi, you are fighting me. But because your mother is not the one who is fighting me, I'm going to save your mother.
Okay.
Nangamba president ali mu security meeting y'amaanyi naye leeta wandiika kuno n'ennyukuta ennene. Kankunda, this is why I don't believe in tribalism. I don't believe in tribalism.
Okay.
If I found Nalweso there, my mother would be dead by now.
Uganda muno.
Yes. Kankunda nampa ekitabo kyalimu empapula za yellow nangamba write in the block letters.
Okay.
Your mother in danger. Museveni emerged out of the meeting. Mirundi, is your mother in danger? They're lynching her? Yes. Sit there. We'll talk to your mother in 5 minutes. But mama wange bamutadde mu nyumba moche. Uganda. Was inciting people and inganda. Mubakube, mubaoche. Oyo katikiro yayina program ngebera bulirwa muka. That's why I hit at you. Nemba kuba nemba malawu. President directed Kayukula. But all the roads were impassable. Bali bakeddamu ebipiira. Commandos landed on my village and they rescued my mother.
Okay.
President said, mukulu munange oyo ojja muleeta mulabe esooka omutwalireyo zino ate abaana abadde baagala okumwokya bw'aba tebasonyiye nange sijja kubasonyiwa.
Okay.
They made sure that my mother did not see the president. Nalweyiso mbo muganda munne Nalweyiso comes from Asapolo Kagwa. Asapolo Kagwa was a Musoga.
Mzee Tamale mukaddema mutarabanga president.
Njakuba wachira the word that was to band me out of State House. So I was happy yesterday. When normally when I'm extremely happy, I smoke.
Hey.
I'm not a smoker.
Or smoking achi?
A cigar.
Okay.
My lips are black. Why? I drink a cup of charcoal every day. to clear the poison.
I witnessed that.
Yes. Yes. Poison banteka poison 5 times. Nono mukulu wange Professor Sally nankolera charcoal tablets when I'm moving. That's why when I was poisoned, the president directed that I should get 30 million from Narwis. I refused. I paid for myself. I don't come from a poor family.
Hey.
Yes, I don't come from a poor family. I'm not seeing money for the first time. And I'm a super arrogant fellow.
Okay.
Kakati, mama wange bwati bwali.
Yes.
But if she mentioned this repeatedly, it hurts.
It hurts you. Wechiri.
And what about my other brothers and sisters?
N'abaana bennyini.
What, this is a curse that I'm going to inherit. For her, she believes that if I was doing Museveni's work, Museveni has rewarded many people. Why has he not rewarded you? I told you, tibe yawulira nti basegirinya babakutte. Yamala ennaku 2 nga talya. Ng'akaaba. Omwana wange bamukutte, omwana wange bamukutte, omwana wange bamukutte.
Amanyi bakutte ggwe.
Bannona. Nagaleeta engalo. Half blind. N'azikwatamu. N'aleeta nagono. Nangayogera, nenjogera. Museveni yaleeta obuuma abachina bakyusa amaloboozi. Ring your sister. Era nga my sister called Lilian. Wamma oyo ye mwannyoko nti
n'alabukakkiriza.
Ate be bakutte basegirinya.
Mama naye nga mugezigezi.
Basegirinya be bakutte. Ye buli gwe bakwata kuba she cannot believe that a person who was almost burnt, lynched, because she produced a son who supports Museveni as if I have a veto here. Ate mutani we bamugoba. Mutani we ne bagala mutta. Mutani we ne bamuwa obutwa. The same people. But for me, I tell her, this is a very unique government. This is a very unique government.
Mpozi wangamba asante ya ponda.
Ni mateke. Na yate si Museveni yabikola. That's why I dance in my sitting room. I was watching a meeting. The final meeting was presided over by Lawyer Kalugire, compiling a defense to those who are going to Hague for organic crimes.
Okay.
They are 57, but it was a full house yesterday, and I was watching them on my machines. They said they were choosing somebody. You grabbed this man, and this is why he's attacking us. Said, don't blame me. What we have to do now is to defend ourselves. Let us contribute money and defend ourselves.
And defend ourselves, okay.
As you raised $30 million, the Chinese gave you 5 million, a man from Owen, who was an organic dealer, gave you money which into your pussy store, and you have been stealing money from yourselves. This is why the ICC decided to constitute a new panel and a team of new prosecutors.
Okay.
Okay. It helps me. But remember, jogo ndi kubiri nka bentwe yako. Waliwo akanukange nagisa akagendo okutemba. Chabula bamba bama loboze nemba malawo. If you see the volcano inside me, I can grab somebody. Era balira mwalira ke busajja mu. Bo balaitese. Nanjo bakuko munko hasi. Tumutwale mugonde. Samanye president's office. Nze to go to president's office.
Watch togenda hiyo.
I cannot. You see, you have failed to solve an issue.
What is the
and
issue?
If you don't tell this issue to Museveni, then you will not solve it.
Okay.
Our politicians are your politicians in one thing. Tebaatiga kwekolera. They are ticks that might remain on a cow. They don't have other avenues. And how can a man like Amanya Mushega, the first Secretary General of the revived East African community, wrote here, Tanzanians, immediately this man, the Korean, the South Korean man, took over as Secretary General of UN. He picked a Tanzanian female diplomat.
Yeah.
You have not trained a failed RDC goes to diplomacy. Without training at all, you don't have a diplomat. In almost circumstances in other countries, Amanya Museka wouldn't be here.
Yes.
After creating, reviving the East African community, Amanya Museka would go to a regional. This is an interstate. You remove it to a regional, to a continental.
Yeah.
When you wanted to float somebody to replace Zuma, they picked Kazibu. They had destroyed it. Kazibu went to Angola to meet Dos Santos. Dos Santos said, "How is my brother in Uganda?" He's okay, Your Excellency. Are you Kazibu? Yes, Your Excellency. You see those newspapers. Do they originate from your home? Dos Santos Guriringi Kazibu. Do you want me to support a person who stole Bidiba money? Tell my brother I will not. Kazibu was humiliated by Dos Santos. Why? Your toilet papers had destroyed the Kazibu.
Newspapers.
Kakati. Take another one. Ziwa.
Margaret.
The Speaker of Parliament of the East African Parliament.
East African Parliament, yes.
Is here rotting.
A
speaker like where? Like where? They asking him Museveni for jobs.
Yeah. Yaza kuwe mupiwa ni nakao.
Yes. Ate ya mudi ya mubigeri. Ya ino mulimu. How do you market people for international jobs? Amiria, a former principal private secretary of the president, cannot be an advisor. She advised and advised. So because you cannot live, there are two strategies, I think. The president maybe thinks that I have to put a political tag on these people.
Okay.
Ntikandabe ba monitoring. Kwanza mpagamba tinzinasoma ebintu ebya intelligence. When I refused to go to report to President's office for two reasons. One, having been the spokesperson of the president for 14 years, I was his chief advisor on media. I cannot go back. If I fail to advise you as a housewife, can I advise you as a house girl?
No.
Among the Baganda is only witch who moves backwards. But these people fail. Bagende wambabas. Ngemotoka zonezo gundi. Amadikazi asobola zebe mpira jifunzi. Kubanga they put their businesses on government.
Okay.
In Uganda and in Africa, once a political job goes through the door, money and business goes through the window because you don't use business acumenship. I've survived 8 years as a businessman. But I knew one, a TP pussy who is going to board the plane. Nakalima to board the plane, that one I'm sure. Amanya gebali since etalimu, naye waliwo phase 2, board the plane. To pussy will board the plane. Whoever nalweso yatachiri echaorganize. Kakati namanya. Let me remain with their vehicle. Let me continue supporting Museveni without pay. Kubanga mmanyi, you return the vehicle and see. You think they are maintaining a security for me to monitor who enter my house. And those, I'm intelligent, I know.
Okay.
Kubabali bagandingenda wambabasi. Yentwe pussy. Kati kaduse, kabaduse meeting it them. But why did you go to Oman and get money? Why did you attend the first session when ICC was interrogating you in Serena? Kasajjagwi, nentwe, n'obutovu kujagaladde. Kakati nkugamba. Let us be. The Baganda have a saying. Nti tuogerenga omusezi agole sowani.
Yeah.
Ngenda zirirako bantu
bange.
Don't pressurize Museveni for jobs. Do three things.
Okay.
One, promote these people. The problem you do, malice. The man like Mbabas would be now international jobs. Uganda does not have many people